After a lackluster first half, the Suns needed to show some fight. They took it literally. Nurk with the first swing, Najee Marshall follows. Both were ejected along with P.J. Washington, who pushed Nurk to the floor. Suns were down 18 in the third quarter. Then it's KD sparking the Suns' run. 15 points in the third quarter. Suns within 6 midway through the fourth quarter. But then Daniel Gafford and the Mavs slam the door shut. They were shorthanded, but they win by 9 here in downtown Phoenix. Welcome to Suns Postgame Time, sponsored by Sweet James, Tom Leander, and the legend Tom Chambers. A disappointing one here at home, especially Luka Doncic being out for the Mavericks, as K-Ray and EJ talking about. Booker, of course, out for the Suns with Grayson Allen. So you expect Kyrie to step in. Kyrie hit his first 4 shots, and after that went 2 of 17, and they still won.
Yeah, he was trying to get it up. He was trying to, do whatever he could to carry the team, but he wasn't needed. I mean, everybody else for them stepped up. They lose 2 of their top 7 players, and the Suns still don't take advantage of it. Yeah,
Luka's going to be out at least a month with a calf injury. Lively was out in this one. Then they lose 2 of their starters tonight in Gafford and PJ. Najee being ejected, like I said. So it was one of those instances, like in the fourth quarter, you kept waiting for the Suns to make a run, and they got within 6, and then a couple of defensive lapses, allowing a couple of dunks, and then you could kind of feel the mood just shift.
It just seemed weird that Gafford was so open. For him to get, 16 points, and I think they were all dunks, is just crazy, because he shouldn't be that open for dunk. There's nothing else he can do out there on the basketball floor, but he took advantage of it. I guess the Suns were looking to stop Kyrie and Dinwiddie and just left him.
Yeah, meanwhile, the Mavs really couldn't stop Kevin Durant. 35 points for KD, 22 of those coming in the second half. And like I mentioned, he was in that post melee. He was the one who really rallied the Suns.
He was doing everything for this team. I mean, pretty much whatever he wanted to do out there on the floor. They made it hard on him. They made it, they were real physical with him. But KD is just amazing at getting his shot off. I mean, with that slim body of his, he's still able to get to where he needs to get to and then finish strong.
Yeah, 89 points is not going to win you many games in the NBA. So after the 35 points for Kevin Durant, the next 2 high scores for the Suns, off the bench, Royce O'Neal, and then you had Bradley Beal with 11. They needed a lot more from Bradley Beal, who was 5 of 18 from the field in this one.
Yeah, I mean, he was out there, trying to get offensive rebounds, trying to play defense on Kyrie, but it just wasn't working out. And you look at Dallas. I mean, as thin as they were with people hurt, their bench still had 40 points on the Suns. So that's just, they outworked the Suns in that spot. But I thought there were some bright spots. Josh came in, it was good. Royce knocked down 3 threes, so that was good. So there were some things there that were good. But man, after Nurk went out, it just like the whole waters parted on the inside, and they got some way easy baskets out there.
Yeah, talk about Bradley Beal. I mean, the shots didn't fall, but he played hard.
Yes,
he committed a couple of hard fouls, was playing excellent defense. You talked about the Mavs bench, 40 points for the bench. Kleba and Dinwiddie each with 15.
Kleba, when was the last time he had 15?
Against the Suns, like maybe it seems like he always has a good game against
Gafford
the Suns.
and Kleba, 2 guys you don't worry about offensively, there they are. And Kleba did a nice job trying to stay with KD, but KD was too much for him, that's for sure.
Yeah, and you talked about at halftime too. Don't forget, Suns being without Grayson Allen, who's still in concussion protocol, and now they turn right around. They're going to hop on the bus, hop on the plane, fly to the Bay Area to take on the Warriors tomorrow. Maybe some semi-good news, if you're going to call it that. Steph Curry not playing tonight against the LA Clippers, out with knee tendonitis. We don't know what his status is for tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't seem to help that Doncic was out either, did it? So you're going to have to come play. Every team in the NBA has 15 guys who can run up and down, and you've just got to go out there, not give them their confidence, and just shut them down early, and the Suns haven't been able to do that.
BMW first half highlights book, missing this game. We'll miss the one tomorrow again against the Warriors in San Francisco, so he was on the sideline for the Suns.
Cuts there, which they should have done, because this Dallas team overplays you on the three-point line so heavily.
Nissan final stats, you see Suns shooting 39% from the field. Defensively, again, they got after it with 11 picks.
Yeah, it doesn't look that different if you look at it like that, and yet Dallas controlled this entire game. I mean, they really did. The Suns got back into it, I thought, a couple times, then just couldn't get stops or turned it over, but it's a disappointing one, Mr. Leander.
Yes, especially after a feel-good win Christmas night against the Denver Nuggets, trying to capitalize that and start to stack wins. Done with one here on Suns post-game time. Coming up, EJ will join us to dissect this one. We'll hear from Coach Bud and TC's Top 5. Suns Game Time Postgame is sponsored by Sweet James Accident Attorneys, awarded Best Attorneys of America. By your Valley Hyundai dealers. By Oregano's, your neighborhood Italian joint for the last 30 years. By Wendy's. By Yates Buick GMC. And by your Valley Honda dealers. For a great deal on a new Honda during Happy Honda Days, search your local Honda dealer. Hey fans, post a picture in your Suns gear with the hashtag CouchsideFan for your chance to be shown in the live game day broadcast. Sponsored by your Valley Chevy dealers. Some energy here at Footprint Center. Post-game show. Joining us now, E.J. Eddie Johnson, along with the legend Tom Chambers. Let's start with Josh Okogie, because going into this game, you knew without Devin Booker, without Grayson Allen, it's kind of been the theme this year. And they talked about it after that win Christmas Day. It was all about energy. And Mr. Nonstop, Josh Okogie, is the model for that.
Yeah, he's waited his time to just get back in the rotation and play consistently. And he's earned it. Like, you know, it wasn't given to him. He's earned it. The moment he stepped on the floor after sitting for so many games early in the season, and all of a sudden he was knocking down threes and he was rebounding the ball, it just sent a sincere message to Mike Budenholzer and the coaching staff that you need me out there. And he has been tremendous, so I expect him to be, you know, solidify himself in that rotation.
His attitude is so good. I mean, when he's not playing, he's cheering guys on. He's telling them what to do. He's trying to fire them up. And when he's out there on the court, he brings that instant energy. He's just so fun to watch when he makes the big plays out there. His shot actually looks pretty darn good right now, too, Eddie.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, you guys talked about it. He had 2 threes in the corner. Even K-Ray said you can kind of see the confidence in his eyes.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, he believes now that he can make that shot. And it never was an ugly shot. It was just more so, did he believe it would go in? And now he does. Yeah. He believes it's going to go in. But he also believes that if he misses, that he'll still play. He won't substitute him out. And that goes a long way as well.
All right, you both had a ringside seat to the skirmish, physical exchange, I think you called it, EJ. But it was Nurk with Najee and PJ. It gets started here as the physical activity in the paint, and then something was said. Nurk turns around, and then he takes a swipe at Najee Marshall, and PJ Washington wasn't going to have any of that.
Yeah, well, you know, look, I don't think Nurk meant any harm when he did that. We've noticed that he's a little spastic and he falls off balance, and so I don't think he meant any harm by that. Obviously, Marshall said something to him, and Nurk took offense to it. And I think he just went over there to, you know, do what they always do, the National Push Association. He didn't go over there to fight. He just went over there to just, what are you talking about? And they just.
He slapped him in the head.
No.
He slapped him in the head.
That
wasn't a spastic reaction.
Tom, he rubbed him across the head. Look, Tom, he palmed his head. He didn't slap him on the head. He just rubbed. And that's offensive to some people. And Najee, though, you got to be smarter than that. I don't care because he didn't punch him. Nurk didn't punch him.
No.
You got to be smarter than that because now it cost him at least 2-3 games.
Yeah.
I don't know if Nurk is going to get suspended more than Najee. Maybe he shouldn't even get suspended.
No,
because Nurk didn't punch him. He didn't slap him. He just put his hand on his head. That's all he did. He just did
He palmed his head.
He palmed his head. But Najee, with a closed fist, punched him
in the neck. Yeah.
I guarantee he's going to get more games, and Nurk might just get a game because of it. But, you know, I don't think he deserves any games because he really – come on, they're always doing stuff like that, and they don't get suspended.
Well, it was worse to play when Gafford went down. Nurk got him with a good elbow right in the head.
But he didn't mean to. I don't think he meant to because he's always falling. Come on. Tom, he's always falling down. Like you remember Bill Cartwright and all them spastic guys used to accidentally hit you? Like, they didn't really mean to hit
spastic,
you.
Huh?
Like, Kevin Willis got smart, at least put some doggone,
elbow pads on.
Like, a lot of these big guys are just spastic, right? And I think that's Nurk. I don't think he meant any harm at all. But his mind is not really 100% in the game. I think he's thinking too much. I think he hears the criticisms. I think he hears the rumors, and it's affected him. It truly is, and he's got to be a professional and keep himself balanced and not fall into that trap.
Well, the balance and the falling is the part that bothers me, only different than you, because as wide as he is, he's always going down.
Yeah.
He pulls people down, he flops. I want him to use that broad base and knock somebody down, you know, rather than always being the guy that's, okay, I want to draw a foul all the time. So I want him to be a big man out there.
I just wonder, you know, because of the really horrific knee injury, leg injury that he had a few years ago, is that part of the issue, right? Where he's always protecting himself in that situation. Only he knows.
Regardless, my MVPs of that little skirmish, Butch, Tim, and Michael, the Suns security detail.
I thought Michael was going to blow out a hand.
Oh, they looked a little soft out there. Wait till I get on the plane. I'm going to rip all three of them. Oh, you got to man up. They look soft. I had to run out there to help.
Not spastic, though, right?
No, no spastic.
They like they were running.